All right, I'm joined here by Colin Nathan, fresh off of 2 fights over the weekend on Fighters Club Promotions. How are you feeling, Colin?
I thought it was a great event. My voice is a bit gone from yelling in the corner, but I thought it was a great event by Terry Ann. I thought for a debut, like a professional debut, I thought it was fantastic.
And let's dissect the fights. First, let's start with Ish, because he was the first up on the night. Hard Namibian opponent that he came up against, and it ended up being a draw.
So if I'm honest with you, I thought the draw was fair. I thought Namibian was very slick on the jab. Both guys really brought it. Ish popped his hand in the first round, the left hand on the jab. Fought through, like, I don't know if it's a fracture, but it was definitely the size of a tennis ball afterwards, as you saw as well. But both guys really didn't give an inch. I thought it was a great fight. And a good learning experience for Ish. And I think in a rematch he beats him. That could happen possibly next year. I'm not sure. I'm sure there's going to be some announcements coming up with him. But just a great fight. And as well, from Thomas as well, it was a fantastic performance.
I think he's credible, obviously.
Better than his record suggests.
And he also had a draw with Jeff Magagane 2 months ago as well, which also buffeted his record. He's been an active fighter, so he was coming in hot in this fight.
Yeah, I think so. And I think Jeff was rubbed against Bongani fully a week and a half ago. We saw that. So I thought he was really, really good, better than his record suggests. And I think he can be something as well in the future.
Definitely. So Jeff Magagane, let's quickly speak about him quickly before we go to Kat, because there's a lot of noise being made around this fight, and the fact that a lot of people say it's a robbery fight. They don't want to go to Eastern Cape in the future, and I think I don't want to put words in people's mouths, but I think that a lot of people feel the same way at the moment with the decisions that have happened just that night. What is your thoughts on everything there?
So I watched it, and I conservatively scored it 6-4 for Jeff. And then when I watched it again, because Bernie asked me to give my opinion and weigh in and help him do a protest and an appeal and a review system for Boxing South Africa, I scored it 7-3 convincingly for Jeff. And I just think the more effective shots, the more telling shots came from the Gauteng-based fighter. And I just thought that I don't think it was a good decision. I thought Jeffrey outboxed him. A lot of those shots were caught in the gloves, fully, shot a lot of will and desire. And he's obviously a young prospect who can come back, but I just felt that he didn't do enough to win that decision.
Yeah, ultimately, I mean, we'll see what comes out of that as well. When are we expecting to hear back?
I don't know. I know the review was put in last week. It's now up to the powers that be with Boxing South Africa.
All right, so yeah, that's important to note that obviously that's in display. But right now, let's get back to Fighters Club Promotions. Katlego Kanyisa retains his IBF Africa title. Obviously,
what a great fight!
Great fight. I think on paper, Latango
was hungry, he was determined.
Hungry.
Came in hard,
and he's got a lot of potential. Latango, I think he can go somewhere.
I think he's a tremendous prospect, man. I really, that power on the right hands there. He's got that pullback power. And he showed in the dying seconds of the final round. I thought the first 5 rounds dictated what was going to be the outcome of the fight. I thought the first round was tentative, but I thought Kat's experience and the counterpunching and drawing Latango in and making him pay every time he missed was obviously the difference in the fight. I thought conservatively as well, I thought we won it 6 rounds to 4. Maybe there's an argument for 7 rounds to 3. And then obviously the last round with us being put over on that clean right hand where Kat really got lit up and buzzed and put down for the first time in his career. Came, the dying seconds of the round, and he got up and he was good to go. And when he was good to go, the bell sounded. I thought the decision was fair. I thought it was a close fight, but I thought the right guy won.
I mean, looking after the fight, you saw Latango coming into the dressing room afterwards,
Yeah, just great respect. I mean, showing humbleness. You didn't see that in the ring. No. I mean, they were like... But again, it's a sport that's never personal with fighters. Outside the ring, sometimes it is personal. But it's one of those things. I thought Jonathan will come again, and he's a tremendous prospect. And I'm looking forward to his future as well.
I mean, there were comments made on social media about the results, particularly aimed at you and your fighters, that was basically saying that it was online comments.
Okay, you want to be specific?
Yeah, who was it?
Well, you tell me who it was.
Well, it looked like it came from our boxing page, so I don't know whoever runs that. Maybe.
Okay, so that all got sent to me, right? That all got sent to me. I mean, I just occupy this guy's mind. Like, I think he's besotted with me. Talks about me on radio consistently, writes about me on social media. I mean, doesn't this guy have a life and a family outside of boxing? Instead of like putting all his attention on me, why doesn't he actually put it on his fighters? Because they're leaving him. And they're going to carry on leaving him if he doesn't value them. You know, the thing is, he's just got it in for me. And sometimes things, Hayden, are in black and white, okay? Like, if you don't have a contract signed, stop carrying on. Just don't have a contract signed. Comment of the year for me this year was, and I heard the podcast of the interview on Radio 2000, Thabiso Masio. There was a contract, but I wasn't signed. Like, okay, so there was a contract, but it wasn't signed. So, like, I'm not wondering where the intellect in this is. Like, you have rights over something or someone when you've got a signed agreement. If it's not signed, you don't have an agreement. And unfortunately, boxing's a business, or fortunately, boxing's a business, and it is what it is. And I'll tell you something else. Win, lose, or draw in my career, I will always be a winner, and he'll always be a loser. It is what it is.
And further to that, I think later on in the day, not to do with your fighters, but Ayabonga JJ Sojika became a comment. That was also off of the same show.
Yeah, I mean, I just thought there was just, again, that also got sent to me. And I was like, why are you discussing and disclosing figures? Like, you've clearly lowballed him. You know, like, yeah. And also, like, his racial tone with me, like, he's clearly a racist. It is what it is. Let's call it for what it is. And calling me all these names and everything, it's like I'm saying to you, I think the guy's besotted with me. Like, he needs to get on with his life and forget about me.
Something else, what's coming up for you?
Yes, we've got Sivanati Nonjinga making a long, much anticipated return at light flyweight. I think that was a question everyone was asking me about, was like, you know, is he going to move up? And he's in the gym now doing his last, you know, if it's fight week, so looking very forward to that. Getting him back in the mix, getting this win, getting him another title shot, becoming a 3-time champion of the world. Looking forward to that. Sequence is also back in, also top 10 on the IBF. Looking forward to him, world-class fighter, holds a win over the current IBO champion, Ricardo Malajika. So, and I think he beats him again in a rematch. So, would it ever happen? I'm not sure. But like I'm saying to you, he's excellent. We've got such talent coming up this weekend. And of course, there's some stuff brewing overseas, which we're going to announce really, really soon. So just busy time. You know, Boxing 5 has the last event this weekend. Looking forward to that. I know Larry's been on holiday, much deserved. He's coming back to all the chaos and madness. So, yeah, there's just that. And then I've got Terence going up against Don John. That's going to be a cracking fight.
Oh, that's great.
For Golden Gloves, I'm looking forward to that.
He's back in the gym.
He's back in the gym, yeah, training hard, looking good. Tough fights, great fights, and I think it's a fight that might actually steal the thunder from that Golden Gloves event. But there's just lots of activity. It's going to be 1 or 2 surprise announcements, particularly probably in the next couple of weeks. And it's just going to rock and shock South African boxing.
Yeah, I mean, the way the year is ending could be really good. And then, I mean, you potentially can do something else at the end of the year as well, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's what's in the works at the moment. So, I mean, it's like the second week of November, but it's not the end of the year yet. So it's been a fantastic year for South African boxing, I think, you know. And I thought Kusa Cheese, man, he came within a whisker. But what an amazing performance from him. And Chris Thompson as well. Like, wow, what a performance from him, you know, beating the odds, upset.
Yeah, that was a massive result for Chris the Wolf. I think he doesn't get enough props for him because, I mean, just considering...
Also late replacements.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he took the fighter on like 12 days notice. It's crazy. And he just boxed out of his skin, and just amazing.
As I said, Russians can't fight Chris Thompson. He just he has the, what do you call it, the Allen key for Russian boxers.
Yeah. So it's just very exciting, good buzz. And also administratively, I want to commend Boxing South Africa. They've been doing some good work, making some good decisions.
Just quickly on the Boxing 5, guys, you have a number of boxers. You have the Kalengi brothers, you have Jason Medi, you have Frank Sotomela. You mentioned Sivanati Nonshinga, but there's a host of other fighters as well on the card. Good bill.
Yeah, very, very good. Don't forget a little about Hamza Hassim. Very excited about his career.
Yes. The man that doesn't say much on interviews.
Doesn't say much. Cute looking kid, and he can really fight. Got, you know, big balls. He lets it all hang out. He, you know, or lets it
that doesn't
all
really
hang out.
yeah.
Oh my God, okay, I'm so sorry about that.
Yeah.
But he brings it. He brings his A game, and he's always in a good fight. And he's eager to win. He wants to win. He's got the will, desire to win. And I'll be honest, I think Sean Ness is doing a great job with him. Absolutely love him and his brother Ways. They're good kids. And just looking forward to Hamza's performance as well on Saturday.
Yeah, for people at home, just metaphorically, let it hang out.
That was comments of the year.
Yeah,
nearly as bad as saying, well, there was a contract, but it wasn't signed.
Close second.
Just unbelievable.